look who I have.
Tiana.
Yes.
Apparently that's my nickname now, but I'll take it. That's cool.
You are officially Tiana, you guys. You know me, I'm Maddison Hill. It is Shambong Friday, aka the best freaking day of the week. It is also Hollyscoop holidays. You know, we kicked that off yesterday. We are in the midst of celebrating the best time of the year. We have so much tea to get into. We're going to talk about Hailey Bieber's most recent interview with British Vogue, where she talked about her, well, she calls it a fake feud with Selena Gomez.
A fake feud.
A fake feud that we all know.
That she's mentioning, so obviously like a real feud.
And the one that you keep perpetuating by your posts on social media that you're now calling toxic and blaming everyone else for interpreting it wrong. We have a lot to get into. We're also going to talk about Justin Bieber's new neck tattoo. I have some thoughts and feels about it.
He's got lots of tats. He's tatted.
But a neck tattoo? Of a bird?
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, we need to talk about it. We're also going to talk about Olivia Jade, a Justin Timberlake, Jessica Biel update. We're also going to talk about French Montana. He's out of the hospital. Harry Styles and the other One Direction members who are dropping music.
Everyone dropped some bops.
You were ready. You were excited.
I came into work and I was like, look who dropped some bops. Everyone in One Direction.
Yes, we're going to talk about Normani, Rihanna, Camila Cabello, because her album dropped too. And of course, she's been talking about Shawn Mendes at every press opportunity she has. Classic. We're also going to talk about Taylor Swift because she dropped a Christmas song. And then we'll get into the Card Jenner Tea Time. We're talking about the Kardashian Christmas party. Courtney and Eunice. Of course, Khloe and Jordan. Hello. How did that almost slip my mind? All the things that went down on social media last night.
There's a lot of tea today.
It's a lot. I'm already out of breath. I'm out of breath. My upper lip is starting to sweat. Like, it's already a situation. Shout out to Azur Star. Hello. Courtney and Maddison from Yates Standing Rock Reservation. The tea time. Yes, you guys, Courtney is still sick.
He'll be back Monday, yes?
Yes, he should be back Monday if his healing goes according to plan. He has the flu. I checked in with him yesterday for you guys. He's trying to get back up on his feet, resting, trying to, get an appetite back. So just know Courtney is trying to come back to life from the flu. He is trying. So just send him all wishes.
So you're stuck with me today. Sorry, guys.
Yes, we're stuck with Tina, but it's a good thing. She's going to be so much fun. And I see you guys already talking about all of this stuff with the Justin and Hailey. It's going to get crazy. I'm so excited.
Sophie Dunn says, yay, Tiana's back.
That was so, very just monotone of you. Yay, Tiana's back. Let's see what else is. Yes, you guys are giving Courtney good vibes. What's up with the Biebers, Lacey? A lot is up with the Biebers. We're talking
what isn't up with the Biebers?
And Hailey Bieber being ridiculous. I don't
know
how
else to describe it.
I don't know how else to describe it other than she's literally
this narrative.
Ridiculous. Yes, we have Alexia. I made it today. Hello, T-Tribe. Missed ya. Well, we missed you. We have Barb saying, hope I'm doing well. Yes, he's sick. I know he's at home listening to Harry's new music. That's exactly right. Harry Styles dropped a new song, and we know that I'm sure Courtney, even though he's sick, he is living for it. Yeah. Also, shout out to Lorianne. Good morning, Leo and Dave.
Aww.
And everyone is sending
Shambong Dave is going to come out today. It is Shambong Friday.
Thank goodness.
Which is why I'm here, frankly.
Really needed Shambong Friday. It has been
It's been a week. It's been a week. And you've been without your bud, Courtney, for half of it.
I know,
so.
but that's, he's got to rest. It's fine.
Sometimes you need your rest, yeah.
We have you. We had the vegan queen on yesterday. It's been fine. We're working with it. And still, there's a lot of good tea, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, that's the thing. We just want to get you guys a tea because it's very hot.
We have not been dehydrated. This is literally such a thick docket. I can bend it, but I was going to be like, I can barely bend it.
You're like, I can't bend it.
I couldn't rip it. That's not strong enough for that. Have you ever seen people rip a phone book?
No.
Okay.
That's not what I spend my time doing.
Well, I'm just I feel like that's the epitome of strength. It's like when people can rip a phone book. No?
Okay, Madison.
All right, just kidding. Well, all right, that was awkward. We're just going to keep moving right along.
Sure, Madison.
We have Christina saying, yay, my favorite day. Love you both. We love you both. We have Martha already coming in hot with the Selena and Hailey tea. She said, Hailey just trying so hard to look like the victim when we all know she is not one. And if you're already feeling that way, Martha, just wait till we give you all the details.
Yeah, you're going to be quaking then when you hear this.
Because she is really, 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 really playing it up. Really playing it up. And we have Kyla. Hey, Maddison and Tiana. Good morning from PA. Sending my well wishes to Courtney. I'm sick too, but at least I can watch.
I feel like everyone's kind of sick.
It's kind of that time of year.
It is, and you're paranoid. You already got prescriptions for things.
I know.
Madison was
I am
me.
very, very scared of also getting the flu because when Courtney was here, I was like, doing my normal thing. Like, oh my gosh, we were doing impressions. We had tea, and I was like, Oh,
wait a second.
And I already feel like whenever I travel, especially during the holidays, I always feel like my immune system is never right.
Yeah.
Like even today, I'm like, something's not 100%, but we're not even going to put that out in the universe because we cannot manifest someone else getting sick.
Also just being on a plane as well sometimes just makes you more sick. So.
I know, and I always feel like during this time, it's like people are like hacking and sneezing, and then people are trying to turn the recycled air on, and I'm just like...
Madison's not selling going home for the holidays.
No,
really
I
sorry,
know,
guys.
sorry, but I am going back to Missouri for the holidays, so that'll be holidays.
I'm going back to Toronto for like 4 days, and then, off to Dubai, as I keep saying.
Dubai!
Yeah.
No, I'm not over it, because that sounds freaking amazing.
Woo.
We have Andrea, let Court know we are sending him a fast recovery. Yes, I will. I see you guys talking about Camila Cabello's new album. Mari says, OMG, love
Halsey's new song.
Yeah, Halsey's new song. Love the new Camila song about her dad. It's the last song on the album. It's going to be the new song to dance with your dad at your wedding. I know, I haven't listened to it yet because I knew I would get emotional. Even though I haven't loved any of Camila Cabello's new music, I just feel like knowing that it's about her dad, I'll still get emotional about it.
Yes.
I just feel like I can't help it. And we have Delphus World saying Christmas at my house this year. Yes,
Are you providing food? Is this an invite? Like, are you saying Christmas at your house like we're invited, or are you just telling us?
Tiana is ready.
We need to know.
Actually, for a little bit of the Card Jenner tea time, we're going to talk about how someone close to the Card Jenner circle doesn't want the annual Christmas Eve party at Kim's house. You know how it was like a huge thing last season?
I feel like Chris should definitely have
Passing of the torch. I know.
It's a Kris Jenner thing. She's like the puppeteer.
Well, this person described Chris as being the Santa Claus.
Yeah,
like, they
she
said
is.
Kris Jenner is literally Santa Claus, and I was like,
yeah,
I wish
Kris
I could.
Jenner works hard.
That's true. I will say, and she works hard all around the year. She's always looking at her list and checking it twice.
Checking it
sure.
twice.
I was trying to throw in a Santa reference in there. I was watching Santa Claus 3 while I got ready for work this morning.
You were.
Have you ever seen Santa Claus 3?
I have not. That gets really far into like I've seen the first one.
Okay,
Santa
that's
Claus
good.
3
Have
in
you seen-
particular.
Have you seen Santa Claus 2 when he gets married?
I don't think
Oh
so.
my God.
I'm a Grinch person in terms of, I'm not actually a Grinch. Wait, let's clarify that.
I was like,
I'm like the
You're
Grinch,
a
the
Grinch?
movie. I always watch
the
that.
people
That's
version or the cartoon?
the Jim Carrey version.
Okay, so
I
the
feel like
people
I have to watch that every Christmas to like start off the season. And I did. I watched it right before December 1st to be like, here we go, holiday season.
Oh, I love that. I feel like first Christmas
he's
movie, we
relatable.
always watch it. How is the Grinch relatable?
Like, you know when he's trying on the clothes and he's like, hate it, that's it, I'm not going.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm like, that's me, like to everything. I'm like, I don't like my outfit, I'm not going.
I thought you were talking about in general, the Grinch is just relatable. It's like, Tiana.
No, he
we are
has
happy.
relatable lines. I'm a happy person, but he definitely has some moments where I'm like,
She
"Ah."
feels it. She's like this with the Grinch sometimes, like this.
You know.
I see some people saying A Christmas Story. Maribel says, I have Christmas Princess on pause to watch you guys getting a romantic Christmas marathon while I work. That sounds great. I think that is the Netflix movie that came out last year, right? With Vanessa Hudgens, Christmas Princess. I remember watching that one.
There's so many random Christmas movies that like
I
I
know.
feel like I never end up watching. Like I feel like I
Have you seen This Christmas? Oh my! I need to find new friends.
Yeah,
Why has
oh my
no
God.
one seen This Christmas? Like you and Courtney
I'm
and
cut
Devin,
just
obviously.
because of
like,
that.
None of you have seen This Christmas. Like, get the taste together, people.
I feel like I end up watching like, I'm Grinch, The Holiday.
Oh, I
The
love
Holiday's
The
a good one.
Holiday.
Yeah.
My family has Christmas Eve fettuccine because of The Holiday.
Oh yeah.
You know how
I
they
mean,
have
I'm just
that movie?
Italian, so we have Christmas lasagna every year. But like
Yum,
that's
that
just
sounds delish. I might be going in your suitcase to Toronto to get some Christmas
Madison would fit
lasagna.
in my suitcase too. So.
That's true. I could just kind of hunch up into a little ball. We have people talking about Scrooge, Elf. Oh my God, how could I freaking forget Elf? Elf is one of the
Elf
best
is a
Christmas
good one.
movies ever. And Nikki says, I just watch all the old
Love
movies
Actually.
from my childhood. Oh, Love
That's a good one
Actually.
too. Yeah, people are throwing out some good ones.
That
I'm
is.
forgetting about them. Yeah.
Okay, I need to revamp my list. And then we also have,
Home
the
Alone.
Hollyscoop account is saying Home Alone is the greatest
Home Alone,
Christmas
yeah.
movie. Great, but not like the best, I don't think.
Oh, that's a hot take.
You know,
Okay.
I don't know. I just
It's
have
up
my
there.
favorites. I just have my own personal favorites.
Madison likes the romantic ones. It seems
I
like the
know.
comedies, you're like, like,
I know.
forget the Grinch, forget Home
Classic,
Alone.
hopeless romantic over here.
Did you
which-
watch This Is Us? Or what did you just say? What was the movie? This Christmas?
This Christmas? That is a
Whoops.
good, that has family, that has romance, that has comedy, that
you
has
getting paid
singing,
to endorse
that
it?
has Chris Brown before
Do
he
we
was
got a brand
problematic.
deal?
I wish, except that movie's like 8 years old now, so I don't think that would happen for me. But I wish. And it was prior to Chris Brown when he was not problematic.
Christmas Vacation. Whoever, Jules just
Oh,
said
the
that.
Polar
Yes.
Express, old or new 34th Street, Barb. I have to go with the new one. That was actually the first Christmas movie I did watch this season. Oh, I could talk about Christmas all day, but yes,
You
Jade
really
is saying, can we talk about Selena now? Yes, we can
Let's get
into
to
the
the
tea
tea.
now. I know you guys have been waiting,
Pour it
although
up,
I
Madison.
could just
I never
talk
had tea.
about these movies all the time. I know, because you come in with water in your cup.
Because I feel like water is just like, I feel like sometimes tea you're like, after you drink it. Like, it's not as like quenching.
Okay, interesting
Interesting
take.
perspective.
Okay, let's kick it off and talk about Olivia Jade, you guys. So there's
Get
a new
into
report
it.
from Hollywood Life that said Lori Loughlin is proud of Olivia for coming back to YouTube despite everything that's still going on. The source said that Lori, quote, gave Olivia her full blessing on her comeback. Olivia discussed what she wanted to say with both of her parents before returning, and they all agreed her comeback was the right thing to do because they know how much she missed posting. Tear. The source said that Lori thought it was brave of Olivia to put herself out there
Well,
like
as
that.
brave seeing as what you did. I mean,
I'm also like, what part of her comeback YouTube video was brave? She literally was like, I can't talk about anything.
Yeah.
I miss you guys. I'm sorry.
and also just, isn't it ironic that the mother who was like obviously facilitated the scandal supports her posting again?
Right.
I kind of just feel like Olivia Jade should not be given a platform. Sorry, not sorry.
Baby, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
sorry.
Okay, I'm
so
not even
keep
gonna try and say. But I just feel like she is taking advantage of the situation, and she should not be given a platform after. Like, we're forgetting how severe this is. Like, it's a
Thank you.
crime.
A federal crime.
Like, literally a crime. And also just to get political, like, speaks to, like, white privilege. Like, she's a white girl just putting up her story and being like, blah, 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 like, everyone will forgive me. And, like,
We
for the
haven't
most part,
forgiven you.
Like, she hasn't been forgiven, but the fact that she even feels comfortable posting a video.
Right.
Like,
Goes to
this
show
kinda
that she's
says
not
something.
taking this seriously.
No, and I just kind of feel like there's a lot of, I don't know, there's a lot of hate, like, that is deserved. Like, I'm sorry.
I mean, you guys know I totally do not like Olivia Jade after all of this. I want to shout out Jersey girl Jay. Autoimmunity, stay healthy. Been wearing my mask. I don't know how to say that. I think it's Vogue mask. But yes, exactly. Please, 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 please stay healthy. Take all the precautions you need to do. And Rachel Harding says, yes, ma'am. Tiana called it. I completely agree. Super cool, Jess. Oh, Lord. Lori's input did not help Olivia or the situation in this matter. And that's how I feel. I just also kind of think like Lori Loughlin shouldn't be making any comments.
Well,
even people from her team
how
shouldn't
this
be making
family
any
is
comments.
even able to speak out right now? Like, you've committed a crime, and we're giving you platforms to speak out. Like, obviously, we're covering the story, but like everyone else is still covering the story. She's posting on like YouTube about it,
Right.
so like informal, as if nothing's happened. It's like you took a spot from a deserving kid that worked hard to get into college.
And
like,
you didn't even want to go to college in the first place.
And-
That's
and-
what kills me.
you're also out there saying you didn't even want to study, you're going for the parties. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, do you not realize what you have done? I feel
No.
like I feel so strongly on this because it is like a political issue, and I love to get political. Like, I really do. But it's true. Like,
It's
as if
mind-boggling.
nothing's happened.
It's mind-boggling that she thinks that she can just kind of return with all of this still going on, and I also think it discounts the severity of the situation by being like,
100%.
oh, I just want to get back to vlogging. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
like,
but-
okay, so nothing happened. Like, remember when I took someone's spot and like didn't have to pay tuition and like faked a scholarship
And
for an
also
athletic like team?
how
Like,
your parents are facing 40 years in prison?
yeah, like casual, but my mom
Casual.
supports me posting a YouTube video. Like,
What is life?
get real. Like,
What
you know,
is
like, let's have a
freaking
reality
life?
check here.
I know. And Maya says the audacity. Karina
The
says it really
audacity.
sucks when people can get away with it. I'm hoping that people can't. And Claire, this is hilarious. She said, what content is she going to post? That's what I want to know. Prison cell tour?
Yeah.
DIY prison outfits? Visiting mama's new
How to
crib?
get away with a crime? Just like
It's
literally.
just all freaking ridiculous. I can't stand it. But let's move on and talk about Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel, because this is another situation
More tea.
that has just been heartbreaking
Also
for people who
random.
love them. And random.
So random.
Justin Timberlake really let me down with this. I'm so disappointed.
yeah.
So you guys know, we talked about how he posted his statement yesterday on Instagram. Well, now there's a new report from People magazine on where Jessica Biel's head is at,
Okay.
because he apologized. He said, he embarrassed his wife. He loves her. He's going
Yes,
to work on
I've
being a better
seen that.
person, all that jazz. So the source said that Jessica believes he did not cheat on her, and she will continue to stand by him. The source reinforced that Jessica knows Justin is charming and outgoing and just obviously drank too much in this situation.
Oh, he
I'm
was
like,
lit in that video. You can see him
beyond.
he couldn't even function.
No, my favorite part is when he tries to bring his face to the cup instead of the cup to his face. That is literally my favorite.
He's also
thing.
just sitting there. He's in the corner sitting there with his hat, and he's just
but the hands were touching, DNA transferred. It was looking a little too much.
You don't need to be holding hands with a co-star.
I agree.
That was where I think it crossed the line.
And good for her for just standing by him, but he is having to put in some work with Jessica. A separate source said that they're going to work through this. It was good that he apologized publicly, but he's really doing a lot of work privately. Little interesting tidbit, a source spoke to In Touch Weekly. Some of those things that Justin is doing privately is he is not really hanging out with his co-star at all anymore on set. He only is with her whenever they're working together. And in between every take, he's calling Jessica Biel to check in.
I'm glad he took the heat for this because I would hate to see his co-star, the woman, take the heat when he's the one that's married. And Karina said, how do people forget they have a significant other when they have a few drinks? I completely agree.
I have never, ever been a fan of the I was too drunk excuse because I just feel like no matter how drunk you get, if you are in a relationship, you know you're in a relationship.
I feel like I go out and I'm not even literally looking at anybody else. So why are you even considering that?
And you and your girlfriend are long distance right now.
Yeah, exactly. So it's how you go out and even think it's okay to be touchy and entertain the idea.
Let your guard down enough to let that happen. But that's how I feel.
I mean, good for him for apologizing. And it's who knows how many other times this has happened. This is the first time we caught it. So I think also it's the whole you're sorry you got caught too.
What else do you think he needs to be doing privately other than just checking in and making sure everything's okay? What else should he be doing?
I don't know how their relationship is behind closed doors. I feel just being attentive and making sure your partner feels loved is very important. So it's all about how you're making somebody feel, and obviously doing something like this publicly isn't exactly making them feel great.
Great, yeah, exactly.
So I would hope behind closed doors that he is being attentive, and at this point, she has the right to
Oh, if I were Jessica Biel, I would literally be making him feel like he's this big. He would definitely need to be doing some serious
it's work on yourself. And I mean, we don't know how far this went. So if it was just the hand holding and being flirty and stuff, okay, she can probably forgive it. But you're gonna have to be sweet for a while to me.
To be honest, I would probably punish my husband a little bit for that.
Yeah.
I'm being completely honest, I'd be like, you know what? Remember how you were hammered in New Orleans and totally were embarrassing? Yeah. So do I. You're going to need to work a little harder than just calling me every hour.
Yeah, I mean, I also, if someone's making me feel like that, I wouldn't want to be with that person. I feel a relationship should be very much love and respect, and that's the thing, respect. I don't care that you had drinks. What are you doing?
Yeah. Find out what it means.
Madison wants that respect.
Literally.
It's important, trust, respect, all those things. That's what it's built off of. And if he's going out and being flirty with someone he's working with as well.
Oh, I know, even worse. Because now they're going to have to
now they have to work together and
press
press and all of that.
Yep, it's just going to be a really interesting situation that obviously I'm sure more is going to come out. I'm sure we're going to hear more about the state of their marriage too as the days move on.
Meg says, sorry, this is funny. Well, apparently their significant other ain't that significant to them. That's exactly how I feel. Why are you even entertaining it?
And then Colin says, do we think they could be in an open relationship?
I don't think that's what she wants.
I don't think so. Jessica Biel kind of strikes me as someone who's a little uptight.
Yeah, I mean, fair play.
You know what I mean? Maybe that's just how she is publicly, but every time she's out or even talking, she's very stone-faced, very, just like I said, she kind of looks like she has a stick up her butt. I don't think that they're in an open relationship.
There's no way she would want an open relationship when this already is being too open.
Yeah,
hell no.
Exactly. I think if they had an open relationship, we would have heard about it when this came out. Because it would have been he doesn't need to apologize, they're in an open relationship. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's talk about French Montana.
I love French Montana.
I know.
I've always had a soft spot. Just I love him and I love his music and he's just nice. And he was the one guy that did not cheat on Khloe.
Exactly. He wasn't, and he's been in the hospital, you guys know. He's been in the hospital for 2 weeks. Remember, this was a couple weeks ago. News broke that he was having nausea and an erratic heartbeat.
He was not doing well.
Stomach pains, not doing well. We talked about how Megan Thee Stallion visited him in the hospital. Well, now TMZ reported he is finally out after 2 weeks, but he has to be on bed rest for a month. Oh. So no performing, exercising, traveling, literally nothing. He has to just rest. And he just had new music come out too, so he literally just has to watch it from his phone, I guess.
I feel
watch
like,
everyone's
but
excitement from his phone.
that's sort of like the universe's way of being like, take a break, take like a month to yourself and get better, because that's important. Like, you're not going to be able to perform or release music at the same capacity if you're not feeling well.
No,
like,
exactly.
To put it point blank.
I do have to ask you, would you want him and Chloe to ever get back together? Because I've never heard your opinion on this.
Oh my God, yeah, we've never discussed.
I know.
I would not hate it.
Okay, that's how I feel
love
too.
French Montana. I just don't think she was that into it.
I don't think she was ready, because it was right after she kind of separated from Lamar. They weren't even fully divorced yet. I feel like she found herself getting into another really serious relationship, and she just wasn't quite ready for it yet.
I agree with that. I would not hate if they got back together. I just don't think she was that invested. Like, I think he liked her a lot more.
Yeah. Well, maybe now that he's on bed rest, you know,
she'll be
Chloe,
like coming to his side.
you can go help him out. You know what I'm saying? Help him rest.
Megan Thee Stallion was doing that work. So.
She was. But I will say, I think that him and Megan Thee Stallion were just friends.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Because I feel like she would not want to get wrapped up in that whole situation. And Robin says, I think French is good for Chloe. He is the only one that hasn't done her wrong. Exactly.
I agree with that.
Completely agree. And Maskey says, can you guys talk about how Selena dumped Abel and tried to reconcile with Justin just after 2 weeks? We have talked about that and talked about that.
That is a tired topic.
We did talk about that when that all went down, and we'll talk a little bit more about Selena and Justin in just a little bit.
Yes,
but
we
now
will.
we've got to talk about Harry Styles.
I love him too.
I know. I had to put this on for you, and I know Courtney loves Harry Styles. He dropped a new song, Adore You. Fans are living for it. Other One Direction members dropped songs too.
Everyone kind of went in on it. Yeah,
on the way to
Niall
work.
dropped a song, and like, just everyone's like in on it. Liam Payne as well, like with Cheat Codes dropped a song. So
which One Direction member has your favorite new song?
It's funny because they're all kind of lovey-dovey. Everything that sort of released like today was lovey-dovey.
Holidays.
Yeah,
Everyone's wanting to get wiped up or husband up. I don't know how that works for men.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think Niall's song would probably be my favorite.
Yeah, let's see. We have Claire saying Niall's song. She said Niall's song isn't that great, but you're saying that you did
I think
like
I
Niall's
like that
song.
one the most, just because it is different. You can't compare it to like Harry's song. Harry's is a little bit more upbeat, whereas Niall's is like kind of more like ballady. So it's what you're in the mood for. So maybe that's more it.
We have something for everyone.
I do like Harry's new song though. I like that he's just like ambiguous in general, so I stan him.
I also think Harry just has a very different approach to how he does music. Like I feel like One Direction had to have been almost the most difficult for him, because I feel like all the stuff he's put out as a solo artist is very different from what they did in One Direction. So I feel like
that's a great point.
He probably, while he was
boxed in.
While he was in it, I can understand why he was looking forward to getting out, because his style is very different from what they were doing.
Styles different.
Anyway, that was a good one. But no, people are loving Harry's new song. Jessica says, I love Harry's alternative sound.
Yes.
And Jade said, Niall's new song is absolutely great. And I agree, Melissa. Harry's an amazing songwriter. He is. He's a great artist.
He's an artiste.
Not
I agree
an
with that.
entertainer. We have that.
Yeah.
We have that discussion a lot.
He's definitely an artist. I agree with that. I would say maybe Harry's song is like the best overall. I think a lot of people will agree on that. But I personally really like Niall's new song. So.
Okay. Do you think that Harry's the strongest solo artist out of all of them?
Oh, I think they all really became stronger as artists when they separated. I feel like people played supporting roles almost in that group, and then now everyone gets to like go off and do their own career. So everyone in their own right is doing well. I know that's like such a like everyone's doing well, but it's true. Like
but
they
it's
kind
true.
of. I feel like Liam's kind of slacking these days, but
I would agree with that, which is so disappointing, because his song "Gonna Strip That Down, Girl,"
strip that down for me.
I love
that
that
was a good song.
But now he's kind of dropped the ball.
But where have
since
you
then.
been? That's been like 2 years.
Exactly. Trust me, it was for my sister's graduation. I was in Columbia, Missouri. Every bar we went to, I was like, "Can you play Strip That Down by Liam Payne?" And everyone's
Madison's
like,
the girl that goes to the bar,
relax.
like the DJ, and it's like, "Can you please play my request?"
Please, that's
like
literally me.
100%.
Shout out to Cody Welch. Hey, Mads, I finally made it to tea time. Been forever. Yes, Cody, we've missed you. So glad you
Mads,
are
I like that.
back.
Hey, Mads, I like that. That's a cute
Are you
nickname.
gonna steal that?
Mads.
I
call her Hill.
That's
Hill.
true. That's true.
All
you
the
do.
time. Hill.
I had a teacher in high school who called me Mads. But speaking of members who have gone away and then come back.
This was a good segue.
We're talking about Normani. So she recently did an interview with Fader, and she made it clear that she's sick of being asked about Camila Cabello.
Totally fair.
Very fair. And I think it's kind of how like the One Direction guys don't like asking about Zayn. Kind of, or what's it like with the member that
whoever
left?
first leaves first always kind of gets brought back up 100 times. It's like she's not about this anymore. Normani has her own career now. Like let's stop asking about Camila.
And her and Camila did allegedly have a lot of drama going on behind closed doors, but still, I feel like Normani's moved on, Camila's moved on, and that's essentially what she said. She was asked if she harbors any ill feelings towards Normani, and she said,
what
quote,
a question as
right?
well. Like, who asks that?
That's very bold.
Come on, I'm judging.
No, she said, quote, we're all on good terms. Conversations have obviously been had. I spoke to her at the Billboard Music Awards. I saw her again at the VMAs. No bad blood at all. It also sounds like she's just kind of sick about talking about Fifth Harmony in general, too. She admitted that while she was in the group, she felt like she played a supporting role. And she said she wasn't allowed the opportunity to showcase the truest version of herself because of what the group was.
I agree
All
with
she's
that.
ever asked for is an opportunity to become Normani and prove that she can be the best she can be.
She definitely played a supporting role, unfortunately, in Fifth Harmony when she is the lead. Like, she should be leading her own career. I'm happy that she's gone solo and she's killing it. Like, everything she's released has been a bop.
No, I agree.
And I would also be upset still talking about a former person in the band. Like, that you're not even in that band anymore.
And I think you're right. When she was in Fifth Harmony, a lot of people stand Normani, but I feel like she didn't get as much attention as she deserved.
And she deserved it. Yeah, exactly.
Right. So now when it's constantly brought up, like, remember that's why you're famous, I think it would, after a while, kind of be like, yes, I remember that time in my life, and while I'm happy I had it, can we just focus on me now?
Yeah, and her success doesn't rely on Camila. We don't need to ask that anymore.
That's true.
It never did.
That is true. Before we talk more about Camila, I want to talk about Rihanna real quick. And then
my girl.
We have a lot of Camila Cabello news, so prepare your stomachs now if you get nauseous from these people. We might have to bring out the shambong before we talk about Camila, because it is crazy. Okay, so Rihanna, you guys, new report from Life and Style magazine. Those closest to Bad Gal Riri think that her boyfriend is going to pop the question soon, specifically on New Year's Eve. The source said, quote, Rihanna is so chill that she's not sweating it. She jokes that she may say no. Of course she won't, but she loves messing with him.
Very
I love
Rihanna.
that too.
I could see that.
Ultimately, it sounds like despite Rihanna's cool front, she is hoping for a ring. The source said that she's hoping for a proposal and, quote, she'd love nothing more than to ring in 2020 with a huge rock on her finger. Which positive, because remember when you were here, we talked about how her boyfriend wanted to be married before they had babies. So if they're getting engaged, that means a baby could be around the corner.
Possibly. I feel like New Year's Eve is a cool time to propose. I wouldn't hate that. That's cute.
I kind of am like...
You're already dressed up.
I'm one of those people who's like very anti-holiday proposals.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I think certain things like on a birthday or things like that, Christmas, are kind of like,
I agree, because birthday, Christmas, it's like, so is my gift this ring?
Yeah. But New Year's, it's like, you're already like, you could do something romantic.
That's true. That's true, I guess. I don't know why. I think it may be because I'm just selfish and I'm like, you know what?
You want it all to yourself. You want a holiday just for your engagement.
My proposal deserves its own day. It doesn't need to be shared with ringing in 2020. And such an iconic year, too. Like, I don't want to share that moment with 2020.
I guess it depends, because maybe they've talked about a lot that they like want to do in 2020, and he's like, you know what, like, let's start it off by proposing.
That's true. And I honestly would be okay with it because we love Rihanna. We stand the fact that she is with a billionaire entrepreneur.
Yes. And that, like, we haven't heard too much about them, like, no drama.
Right.
I say that I love that about her. She's very drama-free, and she just lives her life and doesn't really care what anyone says, and that's something I have to stand.
Oh, I love that. I was like...
That is something I have to stand.
That was such a dramatic
I must stand.
I must stand Rihanna. Okay, yes, let's move on and talk about someone who I'm curious to hear if you stand, even though I know you don't.
I already know.
Okay, I think we need a new morning tea segment called The Expletive Camila Cabello Says, because it's always something so ridiculous about Shawn Mendes. I will say now she's kind of talking about her new album, but of course...
Yeah, focus on your music. Enough with your sham relationship.
Still in regards to Shawn Mendes. So her new album, Romance, is out. She told ET that this album is her second child, because obviously her first album was her first child. She said, quote, it feels super emotional for me. This is like this chapter in my life that I'm basically closing and giving to people. She said all of the songs are emotionally charged because her life is these songs. She said this album is the phase in her life where she's just consumed with love and life and the intensity of those experiences. Okay, I don't...
the intensity of my sham relationship.
Yeah, I don't see Shawn Mendes as like an intense lover. But
no, didn't they have to like pull out topics like to talk at dinner? So.
And she said yesterday they like cuddles, or she likes cuddles.
I love cuddles.
So I'm like,
oh my god.
Okay.
This is such a sham.
I can say you like cuddling, but like cuddles as a grown woman, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, that is very
Thank
weird.
you.
You said that on the
Thank
the other
you.
day. I don't think I was on, but I remember laughing out loud. Like,
Because I'm just like, girl, no.
because honestly, like, who says cuddles when you're like in love with someone? Like,
No.
I just love cuddles.
Cuddles, like, I feel like I'm like, oh, are
Like
you
maybe
in middle
like
school?
I love laying next to this person, like or
Spoon-
something.
I
Like,
would even take spooning. Honestly, I would take the term
I
spooning.
love cuddles. Like it's like what you say to like your dog.
Well,
like,
they do watch
I
Tangled
love
when they're
them.
together, and I stand a Disney movie, but that's just still a little too far for me. She opened up to Extra on why her and Sean never kiss on stage too. This is just a little added tidbit. She said that she weirdly gets shy. She said she feels like when
I can't.
I know. She said she feels like she would kiss him in the dress rehearsal, but when they're on stage, something stops her. She said, quote, "It's really comforting and nice to have somebody on stage with you, though, that loves you and has your back."
It's really comforting to be on stage with someone who doesn't expect that I kiss them because it's a sham relationship.
Also, I'm just like, why do you get weird and shy on stage when you literally are making out everywhere in front of a camera?
Exactly.
To me, that's weirder. Like,
It's
on
just
stage,
so
you can't
fake.
really see anyone. It's black. It's just you two, whatever. But
Yeah.
I feel like when they're literally making out in public, it's like they're sucking each other's face and there's someone right here like, ching, ching, ching,
Because
ching,
it's
ching,
for the
ching.
paparazzi. Like, exactly. Like, it's to be photographed. I feel like it's hard for me to even dissect this and talk about it because it's just so fake.
Right.
Like, I'm like, okay.
Oh, well, there's even more. Hold on. I have
Like,
one
how
more.
does anyone, you made a good point. You're like, how does anyone believe this? Because you
People-
saw it in real life.
People do believe it because
You
we
lost
have-
the hoop the other day
I
talking
lost
about
the hoop
it.
talking about it. We also have seen people DM us. Like, people believe this. I almost just.
Someone said because
Yeah,
they aren't
use
in
that
love
word.
and it's too obvious. Claire said that. I totally agree. It's
Mm-hmm.
too obvious.
And then Kelly says she's shy, but she can post a video of them eating each other. What? Exactly,
yeah,
Kelly.
exactly.
Amen. And she also, you guys, was on Jimmy Fallon last night, and she said that it took her 2 months to call Shawn Mendes baby because it was weird for her to do so after they had been friends for so long. I just don't really also like the pet name baby. I'm
Yeah.
more of a babe.
Yeah, I like Babe. I like
I'm
Babe.
more of a babe. I think baby is weird.
It depends, but yeah.
No? I don't
feel
know.
like her calling Shawn Mendes baby is weird no matter what. Because
maybe that's
it's like,
why, 'cause
I
I'm
think that's
only-
what, it's just weird.
I'm only
like,
thinking in context of them, and I'm like, I'm trying to like visualize Camila Cabello and Shawn Mendes being in a room, and she's like,
that's something I just don't want to visualize.
"Baby, can you hand me that water so
Ew.
we can have some cuddles after I sip on it?" I don't know. I literally can't.
Because I just feel like
Ugh.
she's not calling him that because they're not together. So,
Right.
of course, like, she's like, it's weird to call him that because he's my best friend. Yeah.
yeah, because you're not.
Yeah.
in
Do you
love.
call your best
Also,
friend baby?
I'm laughing. Wesley always comes in with the most hilarious comments. It's not a relationship, it's a clownationship. Exactly. Exactly. And Daquan said, "I'm sorry, but it's like anytime Camila is brought up, y'all say it's fake, but if it's so fake, why keep bringing it up? Didn't y'all say Ariana and Pete was fake, but at first, I actually never said that Ariana
I would
and
never.
Pete were fake.
No, I agree with that.
But we have to bring it up because, like I said, I think it's so interesting, and I think it's
part of the
hilarious,
tea.
and it's something that the tea tribe enjoys. And I'm sorry. See, there are people who think it is real, and I know people do. It is just our
I would
own
love
opinion
to
that
hear
do
your
not.
opinion as to why you do think it's real.
Yeah,
because
that
we're
is
telling
true.
you why. We're telling you what she said, and then we're giving our opinion on why we don't think it's real.
Yeah.
I would actually love to hear the opinion as to why.
And then Super Cool Jess says, "I think this relationship is fake, but I think Camila def found feelings for him," and that I do think is true. We
Yeah.
kind of talked about this yesterday. Like, even if for some alternate universe, let's say we're in the Twilight Zone and say this is real, I think that Camila is way more into it than Sean.
Yeah, I don't think Sean is into it at all.
You don't even see
Like,
Sean
literally
talking about
at
this.
all.
Yeah, no.
You can just see in his body language when they're together, he's uncomfortable. And also, when they take photos together, this is a big thing as well. He's not really like engaging with her in terms of like, he's kind of just standing there facing the camera. And I know, you're facing the camera for a certain reason, but even videos that capture them, their body language isn't that like drawn to each other.
Yeah, I feel that.
At least on his part, for sure.
I agree. Okay, let's talk real quick about Taylor Swift. Then we got Car Dinner Tea Time. Then we're getting into this news that you are waiting for. You guys, Taylor Swift dropped her new Christmas song and video. It's called Christmas Tree Farm. The video is made up of her own family videos. It's really cute.
I love a good
It's
home
sweet.
video,
Yeah,
like,
it's really, really
music
cute.
video, yeah.
It's really cute. And I'm not just saying that because I love Taylor Swift. I really do like it. And just another little funny piece of Taylor Swift news. Her ex, Joe Jonas, who we know is married to Sophie Turner, but still people love to like bring up the Taylor Swift and Joe Jonas connection, because obviously she made such statements about them, or about him, when they broke up when they were like 18. But he remixed her song Lover when he was singing to Nick Jonas. And we're just going to play the little clip because it's really funny and everyone deserves to hear it. So take a listen.
My brother.
I just think it's cute.
Very cute.
I like the Jonas Brothers. I love Thick Jonas.
Thick Jonas.
That's Nick Jonas' new
I know.
name.
I remember Courtney saying that. He was big on Thick Jonas for sure for a while.
And so, yes, everything is well between Joe Jonas and Taylor Swift. I don't know why people think that it's not. They haven't dated in years, and Joe Jonas is married to a whole other woman.
Yeah, we're over that.
And I feel like it's not like a Justin Selena thing at all, because Joe and Taylor were so short-lived.
Yeah, and I feel like they were like friends as well.
Yeah, they like dated once and then it was over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Justin and Selena were constantly being brought back to one another.
Yeah,
So
I totally agree.
I think it's a little bit different. But I think let's go ahead and bring out the Shambong.
Shambong.
Dave.
Shambong Dave.
Woo! No,
You have a whole thing. Okay, wait.
Shambong Dave. Woo! Shambong Dave. Hey, Shambong
Just bring the
Dave.
shambong. I can't with the like cheers.
Deanna's like, I'm not good at the cheers.
I
the
am not a
song.
singer, and I have never claimed to be.
Wait,
so.
were you ever a cheerleader?
No.
I already know the answer to that.
Do I
but
look
thought-
like I was ever a cheerleader?
I was, obviously.
Madison definitely. Madison was the cheerleader.
I was cheer. I did dance
I did.
team.
I was the like, student council person and the woo.
Dave,
feel
I
like-
wasn't sure when you were gonna
Yeah,
pop
me
it.
neither. I feel like I was more on the athletic team. You'd be the cheerleader and I'd be like playing football. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, do you want to go ahead and pour it up?
I think you should do the honors,
Oh,
Madison
okay.
Hill.
So then you have to do.
Oh,
So
no,
everyone
I don't
turn-
want to do
yep,
Card
you already
General
said, so turn your volumes down, everyone.
Yeah, turn
Tiana's
them
gonna give
volumes.
it a go.
I
and
think it's time for Car Jenner tea time.
Okay, that was
I didn't
really-
try my man voice. I just
That
did the
was,
like.
that was an F minus.
I know.
That
I didn't
was-
say I would be good at it.
That was
Madison
an F
made me do it.
minus.
Okay.
That was
Thanks,
an F minus.
boo.
Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about is the Kardashian Christmas party. So Jonathan Cheban, you guys know he's kind of like other way. Oh yeah, no, you're good. You guys know he's like the known Kar Jenner best friend. He made some controversial comments while speaking to E! News. He said that he doesn't think his bestie Kim should have the annual Christmas Eve party at her house. He thinks it should go back to being at Chris's house. And he was saying like, it's no shade to Kim, but it's just not the same. And she like obviously goes really over the top, but Mama Chris, he literally called her Santa Claus.
I feel like they both probably do it well because they both have a lot of money.
I was gonna say, imagine having endless
like they
funds
both
for a
have a lot of
Christmas party.
money, so I'm sure they're both fantastic. But I think it's the like, well, Kris
Nostalgia.
Jenner having it like it's Kris Jenner, like she's the mom, of course.
And I will say it's
having
kind of-
Christmas at mom's is the best.
Right,
Like, you know.
it's kind of the tradition. Like Chris started it. I totally understand, why he feels this way. But I'm also just like, damn, pretty bold comments considering you're Kim's bestie.
Yeah. Definitely bold comments, but
I think at the end of the interview he was like, no shade, no
yeah,
shade. I
no
was like,
shade.
he wa-
Kim, keep me in your circle. I need the coat. Like,
Exactly.
please.
He was like, I want to make sure that everything's fine, but
Jonathan's another question mark
he also
to me.
said that he didn't go to the Christmas Eve party last year because he was kind of protesting. Why is he a question mark to you?
I
You
don't know.
think he's kind of
just-
sketch?
There's certain things that are sketch. Like there's been certain things that it's like, oh, is he the family leak? Like, is he the one? Like, remember that whole thing? And he
Yes.
wasn't at the time. But
I also feel like it could
He's-
be him or Larsa Pippen. Both of them
Oh,
kind of
that's
give
tea.
me like potential leaker vibes.
yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like in general they should, keep their circle small just for who they are. Are we gonna do these shambongs?
Yes. Oh my gosh, are you just ready? You
I'm
gotta
ready.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Right there, and you just go.
This is a good pour.
Yes! Don't you feel like you just came to life? No, she's not. She's struggling.
It's so hard to chug champagne. I always say this
really, I feel
because it's bubbly. I feel like as you're putting it down, it's like chilling, and you're
I
like,
feel
"Ah!"
great. I feel great.
I'm
I
ready
feel like
to
I
go.
just came back to life, and Tiana's
Madison
getting
does a
teary-eyed.
shot and she like wakes up and she's like, here we go. And
Here
I feel like
we go.
I do a
Okay.
shot and I'm like, okay, 1 minute. Like I'm the person in the bar that like if someone hands me like a tequila shot, I'll probably be like, and
Well, me, I did that one time. I was real quick. I was at a Christmas a Christmas in July party, and this guy was kind of being a little, and he kept buying me tequila shots, and I kept Patron too, so like decent.
Oh, yeah.
And I kept throwing
Sorry.
it on the floor because I was like, I don't need any more. And literally, he called me out for doing that. He's like, did you just throw that on the floor? And I was
I would be like, yeah, stop buying me shots.
I was like, no. And I just like walked away. I was
See,
like,
usually
no.
I just, if I want a shot, I'll do a shot. But if I'm not feeling it, I'll be like, listen, don't waste your money. Like,
That's nice.
But
I'm
there has
like,
been, I would say, a few times where I'm like, I'm just gonna like hand it to someone else.
You
Be
just
like,
gotta
here you
do
go,
it.
take it.
We're responsible. That's what that says. Shout out to Fessy. That needs to be loud. Hashtag my jam. Cardinity time.
Yeah,
Thank you, Fessy.
exactly.
Okay, let's real quick talk about Courtney and Eunice, you guys. We have a
Yes.
little update on where they stand after that 2 a.m. Miami nightclub hangout. A source told Life and Style magazine that Eunice essentially went to Miami with friends because he knew Courtney would be there. The source said, quote, they speak all the time and arranged to meet up during Art Basel, which is why everyone's in Miami right now. The insider said that Courtney still has feelings and is attracted to Eunice, but she's weary about reuniting because he didn't handle their breakup very well the first
And
time
didn't he
around.
cheat on her? I just don't understand why
were
she's
cheating rumors,
going
yes.
back to him. I also think by going back to him, I think she's settling. I think
Really?
she can do better. I think their time is over. This is just my opinion.
Right.
I mean, at the same time, it's time to like let it go. It's been a long time. Like,
I
find
guess-
someone that you actually are super into. Why did it end the first time if you were so into him?
Right. I guess for me, I think Courtney struggles with dating. We've talked about this too. So I think for her, it's kind of just like she finds it easy. They already have a groundwork.
But
Why
how
not just go
sad-
back? No,
how
I know.
sad that you find it easy and that's why you're with
Well,
them.
she's 40, so I think she just
So?
no. I know, but I'm saying I think for her, she's like, okay, I'm 40. I haven't found anyone else. I'm not finding
That is
anyone
so
else.
sad.
Eunice is here. He's hot. I'm attracted to him. We might as well just pick it up where we left it off.
You do you, sis, but I would never, I would never go back to someone just because it's easy. And I would just never go back to someone in terms of like, if you broke up for a reason,
Right.
you know? Like
I
you should be
also
with someone
think-
because you're in love with them and they're your
Right.
life partner.
She needs someone who's more age appropriate. I think she's never
Yes.
going to find someone who she can really, really be with for a long time until they're more age appropriate. And yes, while her and Eunice were great, I think it was a great rebound fling from Scott. But I think if she really wants a life partner, she needs to find someone who has completely their own thing going on.
Yeah, I agree.
Personally.
And Jessica said she's running out of options in her head. And that's, we can see that. I think that's what you're saying. And like, that's so true, like true that in her head, she's running out of options, but that's not the reality.
Right.
Like Kourtney
she's like
Kardashian
slowly starting to panic
could
almost.
honestly have anyone in that sense. Like she
Right.
could go on any date she wants, if you know. But it's like the fact that, oh, I'll just go back to him, it's easy. You had so many problems with him like towards the end, and
Right.
he really he not disrespect their family a lot, like saying, oh, I would love to date her again because it was great having a show or something like.
Well, I also think too part of the issue was like he would comment those things on her pictures. People thought that he would call paparazzi to like capture their hangouts, and like
Yeah.
I think there definitely was some sticky situations there. Essentially, the source said they're taking it one step at a time. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, but I think the holidays will be really telling because I feel like the holidays are when people get lonely and they start to feel like insecure about their single status.
you don't have to recycle your old partners, like
Oh,
you know
no,
what I mean.
agree.
Like I don't think I think that's just.
Personally, I think it's the best time to be single. It's like, okay.
I feel
who
like you're
cares?
just going backwards when you start recycling
Right.
people you already like broke up with. You know, that's just.
There's a
you know.
reason you broke up with them the first time
I
around.
agree. I really believe in that. Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about this Chloe and Jordan thing because I want to make sure we have plenty of time to get into the Justin, Hailey, and Selena nonsense. And this is
Yes.
a lot of nonsense in and of itself. So Chloe, you guys, shook the internet yesterday, shook Instagram when she posted 2 stories that really addressed forgiveness in regards to Tristan and Jordan.
A year later.
A year later. The first one was more so, I guess, had Tristan vibes. She said she was seeing a lot of commentary about the last Sunday's episode of Keeping Up, where Malik and Khadijah helped her, you know, get that gift.
Facilitate the gift that
Facilitate
is
the
setting
gift.
us up.
Yes, and obviously people were still mad at Chloe because they're like, why are you forgiving Tristan? And she said she tries not to hold any negative or hateful feelings towards anyone. She means that life is too short. We're all humans trying to figure this thing out called life. She said that she chooses not to pollute her heart and her energy by holding on to anything negative. I'm allowed to forgive. Forgiveness is a strength and not a weakness. And she
Very long message.
really kept going on. She just said she wants, you know, peace and happiness for the new year and forever. People still called her out and they're like, but why do you feel this way about Tristan? You should be extending the same sort of olive branch to Jordan. So then she posted a
True.
second one that was specific to Jordan. And she said, the reason why I decided to post my previous post is because I'm seeing a lot of back and forth with people asking, why don't I keep that same energy with Jordan? This message is for Jordan. It's for anyone else who has ever hurt me. She said it applies to all parties involved in the situation. And then she said, we are all human and make mistakes, myself included. Hate is heavy, and I am tired of carrying all of that weight around.
I mean, everything in this statement, true. Yes, it is very tiring to carry around hate.
But do you think she should still be talking about it? Like, I'm like, girl, of course people are going to criticize you when you're accepting gifts from Tristan.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that's what I was
like,
about to
what
say.
do you expect?
I think the message, you know, anyone could have posted that and I would have said, yes, true. It is heavy to hold on to hate. I think the fact that she's doing it so late, she's still accepting gifts from Tristan, a little bit contradictory, but at the same time, I think the main message was, okay, well, where is this love for Jordan? And then she felt that she needed to post it. But it's like, okay, put that into action. Like, have you actually forgiven her? Like, have you reached out and said, listen, like, the past is the past, no hard feelings. If you run into each other, I agree with that message she posted. I hope she can put it into action.
Right. I think it's also a little too late, and I feel like she said she didn't want to bring it back up, but she felt like she had to. I agree with you. I think if we were seeing how she actually was emulating forgiveness to Jordan, then this would not even need to be posted.
Because I think that's what people had the problem with the whole time was, why are you forgiving Tristan and not Jordan?
And of course, we only see her with Tristan because they have to co-parent. Like, we don't see anything with Jordan because why would Jordan need to come into Khloe's daily life at all at this point?
Yeah.
But I agree with you. I think almost we need to see something on Keeping Up or social media with Khloe and Jordan together in person to really put this narrative to rest. Because Jordan also posted as well, almost in response to this. The first thing she posted, people kind of viewed as shade. She reposted a quote, which funny because that's Khloe's favorite.
Everyone
way of
doing quotes, yeah.
The quote says, "Someone somewhere is still discussing the old you because they don't have access to the new you."
Yeah, because Jordan has moved on. She's doing her. I feel like she genuinely doesn't care anymore.
Right?
I feel like this, for her, in her eyes, was a blessing. And she's like, I am not with this family anymore. I can do me, be my own person, and I don't have to worry about like what they have to say anymore. So I think, I don't know, I kind of like, I'm on Jordan's side a little bit, but I think Khloe's message was valid. But
right, I think in this situation, I am more so on Jordan's side now. At the beginning when everything went down, I was not, but now I feel like she's accepted what happened, she's moved on, she's definitely gotten her own life going on. But I will say, I do feel like this quote that she posted was a little bit shady. It wasn't a direct response. I think she has every right to post a shady quote after everything that she's been through.
I think she's saying, like, you don't know how much I've grown now, you know?
Right.
Like, you don't know me anymore, unfortunately. And that's a sad fact. Like, when you lose out on a friend or you lose touch, like, you kind of miss out on their lives. You can base it off what you knew before, but that's not always true.
Exactly. But then she went on to clarify what she meant by reposting that quote. And she said that she kind of reposted her tweet. And she said, not every quote that is posted is a sub or a clapback, and not everything posted is directed towards one person in general. I deal with a lot of different ish daily. It's all love, only positive vibrations. I almost wish she wouldn't have posted that clarification because I feel like she had every right to post that kind of shady quote, in my opinion.
Yeah, she didn't need to clarify it.
Yeah.
The quote said everything. And I think maybe she's just gearing it towards, like, it's not just at Khloe, it's at everyone judging me, like, you don't know me anymore.
That's true. That's true. We have Jervina saying Khloe is tolerance. And yes, Khloe does tolerate a lot.
She does tolerate a lot, which is so unfortunate because I think she's displayed that she has a big heart and maybe too big of a heart.
And that's my thing. Like, I understand that Khloe doesn't want to carry hate in her heart. I understand that she wants to have a positive relationship with Tristan for True. But I feel like there's a way to make peace with the situation without being so nice and accepting.
Yeah, you can forgive, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that it erases things someone's done in the past, aka Tristan to Khloe, you know?
Like, I would not accept gifts from Tristan. Like, even if my best friends did that, I'd be like, take them back. Like, I accept what he did. I don't hate him because I don't want to carry that around. I don't want that, you know, polluting my own body. But no, this is totally inappropriate and he's crossing a line. Take it back.
Well, that's why I think there might be something going on. And I talked about this on the tea the other day, that I think that was all purposely done. Like
Right.
the gift was purposely done because they're maybe seeing each other again or something's, it's a setup, you know?
No, 'cause-
why would you accept the gift if you didn't?
Karina said, but when does she draw the line with him?
I agree.
AKA Tristan. Exactly. She's not setting any boundaries. I'm seeing you guys talk about it. Erica says Chloe needs to set her boundaries and stick to them. I agree. She's not doing that at all.
Yeah,
At all.
boundaries. And I've said this so many times, you do not need to have a relationship with Tristan to set a good example for True.
Yeah.
Those two things are separate.
Right. They can
Like he needs to be a
co-parent.
good dad before he can even think about being a good partner to you.
And I agree that I can see why she wants to have like memories where all three of them are together, but I feel like almost right now that doesn't need to be a thing because I think in Tristan's mind that just signals to him that like he still has a shot and he's not even mature enough to have family memories with all three of them, so she needs to just kind of let that go, really set some serious
He
boundaries.
blew it. Like, I'm sorry, you completely blew it.
Right.
Like,
No, he did.
In every sense. And I think I've said this before as well, that he just wants to like entertain this for now and to see if it works. And then when it doesn't, he'll be like, okay, like peace. Like he's not actually invested.
He's
Like
narcissistic and gross.
he's doing it for himself. It's selfish, giving gifts, giving this. Like, how about just like be a good dad?
I literally dislike him so much.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Unhealthy. My vein is about to pop out. We have Dravina saying why Chloe doesn't want to move on. And I
Exactly.
think she just wants to be single right now, which is totally fine. But then actually be that and
Be
don't
single, yeah.
entertain anything with Tristan at all moving forward.
She needs to like just focus on herself and True and not entertain Tristan or any guy right now at least. Like until
I
she's
agree.
fully ready and then
And
yeah,
then
go
maybe
for it.
and then maybe French Montana.
And then maybe French Montana.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, we love a good French
You guys,
Montana.
we're going to get into this Bieber news. So if you are really ready to find out, we're first going to talk about the tattoo, but if you want to get to the Hailey Selena stuff, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and start giving us some crowns and whatever else in the chat. Because we are ready to get into it. So give this a thumbs up if you're ready for the Hailey Selena situation.
Yeah.
I guess that could kind of combine.
Yeah, that's you're already putting like a ship name,
Right?
like, you know.
But before we get to that, I am going to talk about Justin's new neck tattoo. We have Nina saying P-U-S, proudly uncuffed and sexy.
Okay.
Yes, that's me.
That could be
That could be me, although I feel
cuffed and sexy.
like, yeah,
How about
that's
that?
you. That's you. But I feel like having P-U-S on a shirt could go a little wrong.
Just
as
puss.
a female, right? Exactly. Okay, so you guys, Justin got a new neck tattoo. It's of a bird. I think it's a swallow, which is
Okay.
funny because Shambong Dave pointed out earlier that it says forever underneath, so it says swallow forever.
Stop! I did not put that together.
Oh, he didn't. It was hilarious. He put that together.
How am I
really
going to
early
focus on this
morning.
story now?
I know. Sorry. I know.
I'm,
I
like,
know,
sweating.
I know.
That's funny.
What do you think about the new tattoo? Because a lot of people are saying they like it. People are saying they hate it. Are you gonna be okay?
No. You know
be
when like
okay?
you're not supposed to be laughing and then you like continue to laugh because it gets worse. I'm
That's it.
tearing now.
We have Cody Welch. Thank you for the little like merp emoji. You guys are laughing. I can't. Exactly. It's
I think I need to dismiss myself. You know when you just start laughing?
yeah, and
Okay,
you just
we're
can't
good.
contain it. No, but I mean, I don't love it.
He's very tatted though, so I
Mm-hmm.
feel like anything he gets kind of like blends in with each other. So I
That's
don't know.
it? I don't know.
feel like, but imagine if that was like your first tattoo.
I really like.
that
I
would be
will say
crazy.
I like Hailey's lover neck tattoo because it's very dainty.
I'm
and
not a neck tattoo.
All my
person, though.
tattoos are really little. Me, I'm not a neck tattoo person either. But I'm just saying, if I had to get one, it would be like very dainty like that, very thin. Justin's is like very bold. And you know,
Yeah.
I think to each their own. Obviously, I'm tatted, so I
I
don't care.
feel like I don't like the font, to be honest, because
Yeah.
I do have tattoos. I have like
Right.
a big tattoo on my arm, and I feel like I'm picky with it. So I'm not someone who just tattoos anything.
Right.
So, and I feel like he kind of is. He's like, oh, I like this, let's do it.
Right.
Neck tattoo is definitely risky. It's like kind of to me the equivalent of like almost a face tattoo.
Right, yeah.
Because your neck is going to be exposed unless you're wearing turtlenecks all the time. So
Right. No. So bold for Justin on that one. I see you guys having some.
I can't even read the
reactions.
chat. Like I
Leslie
cannot
says very
read the chat.
unoriginal. Yeah, and then Tina's saying, "Yep, not the best message."
I can't read the
You
chat.
guys,
Like I have to not look at
I
it.
just think that's really funny. I know some people online were saying it's a sparrow, but now we've just really committed to the swallow narrative, so that's where we're going with it.
Yeah.
To get our heads out of the gutter, let's talk about this Hailey and Selena situation. Yes, it does represent, like, even a swallow tattoo represents a lot of things, like
Yeah,
moving
no,
on,
lot of meaning.
success, like all these things. We're just being silly. But yes.
Madison's being silly.
I'm being silly. I'm like Camila Cabello, just talking about silliness and cuddles.
And cuddles.
Okay, you guys, Hailey and Selena. I know this is
the tea
you've
people
been
came for. I feel bad because now I'm like red and like blushing, and I'm like, hey,
it's totally
everyone
fine.
coming for this tea.
It's fine.
Okay.
So you guys, Hailey Bieber, she recently spoke to British Vogue about how she sees her fake feud with Selena Gomez. Of course, she didn't come out and name Selena, but she talked about other females. So
Gotcha.
come on, let's all put our, I don't know, thinking caps on.
The fake feud that you're talking about.
Yeah, she said, quote, I think social media is a breeding ground for toxicity and people creating false drama between women and trying to put women up against each other and create these narratives that are just toxic. She said, quote, I think that has to change and I think it has to stop. She went on to say, quote, I think there needs to be more people with platforms coming together and saying to each other, let's kill the conversation. Let's kill the fake drama.
Okay.
Let's squash all these things. Let's move on from stuff. Let's not give people a reason to fuel fire and create drama and being rude to each other. Says the person who posted Summer Walker, I'll kill you after Selena Gomez released her music.
Yeah, literally.
How did you not expect that to fuel a mother effing fire?
Once again, I agree with the statement of like, yeah, let's not fuel narratives that are toxic. But like, what is this doing? What did you think this was gonna do?
That's how I feel. What's really confusing to me is Hailey says this, and I agree with what she says. I do think social media is a breeding ground for toxicity. I think for even just aside from pitting women against one another, I think, you can look at Instagram and start getting down about your life, your appearance. Like, I think
it's very like fake and
it is
packaged,
toxic.
yeah.
But I think it's very contradictory for Hailey to be saying these things when she really does feel the fire and she feeds the narrative. Aside from just the Summer Walker thing, she's liking Selena's friends' pictures and she is posting quotes and she's talking about, women supporting women, but then not necessarily doing that. Like, I
feel like a PR person wrote this and handed it to her and said, say it. Because I don't actually feel like she acts like this.
Right.
So this to me doesn't sound like her words. And Jasmine said, it sounds like she's saying she wants Selena to speak out. And I kind of like
agree
read
with that too, because
I read that as like kind of fueling the fire. Like, this is what I have to say. I have no problem with anything. Like, what about you?
Right. And I think the part where she's specifically kind of like calling Selena out is when she says, I think there needs to be more people with platforms coming together and saying to each other, let's kill the conversation, let's kill the fake drama, let's squash all the things.
Yeah, that's a shot.
Which I feel like Selena did do that in a way whenever everyone was giving Hailey so much backlash for posting the Summer Walker thing.
Selena shouldn't have to.
But she came on Instagram Live and she was like, look, I do not stand for people tearing other women down. I am for women, supporting women.
Yeah, she recycled her words, like let's be honest.
No, Hailey basically did. But I'm like, she did kind of come out and be like, whoa, everyone chill. I don't support you guys tearing another female down, so please stop doing it. So other than, I guess, Selena coming out and being like, I'm okay with Hailey Bieber, I don't really know what's she's
left
wanting.
To say. What is left to say? Selena went on Instagram like live. You don't need to even say anything in the first place because you're not the one like stirring any pot anymore.
Right. We have Dravina saying, when Hailey leaves my queen alone. And then we have Azur Star saying, the clown needs to talk the talk and walk the walk and just grow up. Move on, Hailey. Wesley says, Miss Hailey needs to take several seats before wanting to talk about toxicity and feeding drama. And that's just how I feel. I think her heart is in the right place. You know what I mean? Like, with this message, I think she definitely is coming from the right place. I think the reason why we're having this reaction and a lot of people online are kind of having this like, what reaction, is because her behavior doesn't really back up the words that she's saying. It doesn't
reflect it at all. And I agree, we do all need to move on and like bury this narrative. Like, let's move on both parts. I am sick of like seeing the comparison, but when stuff like this happens, like, of course that's what you're gonna compare it to. When she says, like, this is toxic, like women are being put up against each other. Like, what do you have to say about it?
Right.
Like, use your platform. A little bit like, just don't say anything at all. Like, how about let's just stop talking about it and leave each other alone?
Right. I want to shout out Maya because I think it's important to also have like people who, she said it perfectly. She said, I love Hailey, but what she said in this interview is BS. Social media acts on what they see. Just be real. She is threatened when she shouldn't be. I wish she would stop doing this to herself. And I completely agree.
I feel like people can see through somebody being fake and like, this is what it's doing.
I mean, we are craving authenticity on social media, especially because we see so much fakeness all the time. Like, as humans, we are craving authenticity. And I think we want that so bad from Hailey, but it's just not happening, which is why she continually gets dragged for these certain things. And I think it sucks, because imagine being married to someone and you're constantly compared to his ex. I think, you know, I've said before, I'm petty. I would probably post some dumb stuff as well. But I think it's just like, girl, you've done it one too many times.
You can also just be the bigger person. Yeah, either not talk about it or just come out and just say it. I have no problems with Selena. We're good. Like,
I think
wish you
exactly.
well.
She just needs to say Selena.
Like,
because she's not really using her platform
This is like subtweeting. Like, you know, when people like subtweet about things and it's like we have to read between the lines. And if we're reading between the lines, that's like inauthentic. Like, just say what you mean, put it out there, and we'll be good. Like, we also want to stop talking about it. So stop talking about it.
Right. We also, so we have Marielle saying, guys, Selena just released 2 songs about her husband. She was pissed, of course, but was a moment of rage. She kept quiet for so long. And then DJ 8 says, Selena is the one that called attention to social media being toxic already. Hailey is yet again regurgitating something that isn't authentic, not from her heart. And Danny says, fake feuds stem from Summer Walker response to bullying Bestie's cryptic quotes for Gigi's declined request for friends trolling. I agree. I think it's just like a lot of things. And I hope
we can move on from this. Like,
I hope so too, but I think that moving forward, Hailey needs to just like not post anything that people could interpret to be towards Selena.
Like, picture this. In an ideal world, both Justin and Hailey and Selena are not posting about each other at all.
Wow.
The problem may go away.
I feel like it's like, we've talked about this several times, but I think it's like a Brad, Jen, and Angelina situation.
Where it's like,
they're
till we die, we'll be talking about it.
I mean, you guys, whenever Brad and Angelina got divorced, whatever, over a year ago, immediately the reports like, he's contacting Jen. Like, blah, blah. So,
Doohan says, press. Hailey Bieber need that press. Great reference. But also, yeah.
No, I know. It is,
like,
it is
also
true.
kind of, yeah, maybe.
It is true. So I think.
Well, yeah, because what else do you have to ask Hailey Bieber about at this point? Like, her modeling, maybe, but
I don't know. I watched a 4-minute video of her getting ready for the Calvin Klein party and
what do you really have to ask her about?
honest,
Maybe that's the tea. Like, she needs to go and do something
that. It was a waste of 4 minutes of my life.
Okay. But maybe, like, that's the thing. You need to go on and, like, do something that people are talking about instead. Like, you know, Justin's trying to, like, talk about his music now. Like, I think just have something else for people to talk about, and we'll stop asking about Selena, maybe.
Agreed. I don't know why I said agreed like that. Agreed. All right, you guys, that is all we have. We will do one more shambong, and we'll take question. We will take a question from the T-Tribe. Whatever the first one we see, you guys know we will answer. We have Dervina saying Hailey needs therapy. After all, think she do to her. Oh, after all the things she did to Selena. I'll pour you a little one.
Pour me a little one.
I'll do a little one, because I was very ambitious with that first one. I know that was kind of rude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you really filled that cup.
I know.
Madison's trying to get me lit, and it's like 9 in the morning.
I'm trying to get you like Justin Timberlake. Just kidding.
No.
Kidding. That was a joke. I know Sophie's watching. It was a joke. Just that lit. Okay, let's see. Any questions? Tiana, how long have you been with your girlfriend? That's from Kelly.
It's been a year. Shout out Sophie in the chat.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's already been
a year. Yeah.
I love that. Karina says, what are our holiday plans? My plans are to go back to Missouri and enjoy some more family time.
That's beautiful. I think, I said, no, that's beautiful. Because I'm like, I'm going to Toronto for 4 days, like see my best friend, see my mom, and then I'm off to Dubai with my girlfriend.
Oh, I love that. Also,
Cheers.
Jessica, this is an interesting question. If you could fill the shoes of a celebrity for one day, who would it be? Who would it be? That's a really hard question.
Fill the shoes of a celebrity.
For
Honestly,
one day.
like Rihanna. She's bomb.
Get out of my head.
Were you thinking Rihanna?
I was literally going to say Rihanna. I was like, one, she's stylish. She's a businesswoman.
Yeah, and she's chilling. Like, she's rich.
chilling.
And, like,
her billionaire boyfriend.
I love her business that she's got going on.
so
Savage
weird.
X Fenty, let's go.
Literally, get
Cheers to that.
Get out of
let's
my
do it.
My mind.
Cheers, T-Tribe Friday. Woo.
Yes, there we go.
I don't know if you can hear what Dave just
Dave
said.
is making jokes behind the
camera.
scenes. I'll go ahead and get it together.
Dave, I already am trying to control myself this whole live after I heard that.
You guys, please make sure to tune in to Daily Rewind later this afternoon. Please do not forget, we're going to need the T-Tribe in the comments when talking about Justin and Hailey and Selena. So please make sure you're there. You guys know we'll have moments of the week coming for you tomorrow. So
I'm going to be on that and editing it, so I'll
Yes.
catch you guys later.
Wow, so Tiana has a lot lot of work to do.
I have a lot of work to do.
A lot of work after
the
this.
shambong too. Great.
Yes, you guys also make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Don't forget to show Tiana some love, Shambong Dave some love, and Hit It Leo some love. You guys can also shop the Hollyscoop store as well, and we will see you back on Monday.
Hopefully with Courtney.
Yes, hopefully if Courtney is back and feeling better, we will see him as well. You guys, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Don't be late. We'll see you then. Bye, guys.
Hit it, Leo.
Woohoo!